Okay, here we are on the entrance slips for 3.17. So hopefully you tried these on your own first. Now, if you got stuck and you didn't know where to start, you can always watch this to help you get started. Okay, that's okay. This topic B, is usually one of the harder topics. Okay, so you're gonna have to push yourself a little bit. All right, you can't rely too much on, your notes or the videos. I want you to try to figure these out on your own too. So number one, Eric's father works two part-time jobs, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and works a total of 40 hours each 5-day work week. So important stuff. Total of 40 hours each 5-day work week. If his schedule is the same each day and he works 3 hours each morning, how many hours does Eric's father work each afternoon? Okay, so reading and underlining is going to be super important now because we got to pick out the things that we know. Now we have to figure out, what are we looking for? So we're looking for how much he works each afternoon. So I'm going to pick the letter A, and this is for the afternoon hours. And we're looking for this. Okay, we don't know what this is. All right, now it said a total of 40 hours. Total. That means this whole thing is going to equal 40. Okay, and he works 5 days each week. So I'm going to use the visual for now. So that means I'm going to need 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we know that in each of those days, he works 3 hours. So I can put in a 3 for everybody. Everybody gets a 3. And in addition to that, meaning like getting added on, I'm going to add on his afternoon hours, but we don't know what those are. So that's our letter A. Okay. So this is like the most basic version. Now what I want to do is I want to take that out of the visual. And I'm going to go off to the side here. So we have 5 of these 3 plus A's, and they equal 40. Okay. Now, you could have also written out all of them. You could have also done like 3 plus A plus 3 plus A and have 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that equals 40 as well. You'll get the same thing as when you distribute here. So we would get 15 plus 5A equals 40. Okay? Now, you either need to get to option number 1 here or option number 2 in some way, shape, or form. Okay? You should have one of those two before you get into the 15 plus 5A. And now I'm going to solve. We did this all last week. So I'm going to subtract 15 on both sides. So I would get 5A equals 25. Divide by 5. So A equals 5. Then you have to actually answer the question, how many hours does Eric's father work? So you would say he works 5 hours each afternoon. Okay? So that's number 1. Now, do you have to use the visual? No, not necessarily, but if you're stuck, that would be a good thing to start with. All right. Number 2 here, Henry's making a bookcase that has a total of 16 feet of lumber. Okay, total of 16 feet. The left and the right sides of the bookcase are each 4 feet high. So left, right, 4 feet. The top, bottom, and 2 shelves are all the same length. How long is each shelf? Now, some of you start by drawing a picture. Okay? So he's making a bookshelf. It's not that hard to draw. Okay? Here's the bookshelf. So left and right are 4 feet. the top and the bottom, so top, bottom, and two shelves, one shelf, two shelf are all the same. We do not know that. All right. So I'm going to say that X is the shelf length. We don't know how long it is. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things I don't know. So you could have either drawn a visual like that, or you could have done the boxes, and said, we have a top, a bottom, and then we had two shelves, so a shelf and a shelf, and then a left and a right. So then we know that the top, the bottom, and the shelves, we didn't know those things, and then the left and right were 4. And this all equals 16. So that's like saying 4x plus 8 equals 16. Now I go in and I'm solving, so I subtract 8 from both sides. So 4x equals 8. Divide by 4 on both sides. X equals 2. Okay? So each shelf, this would be our answer, is 2 feet long. Okay? So hopefully this helps. That's all I'll do in this video for now.